Hey, how's it going, guys? Last time we checked out a 1080p sports cam, wasn't so great. So this time, let's check out a 4K camera available for under $70 on Amazon. Now there's nothing around the box except that it's made in China, of course. So you open it up this way and you get the action camera up here up front. So it says here that it runs at 4K but 24 frames per second. Kind of disappointing. I prefer 30 frames, but we'll take a look more at this a little later. And by the way, I'll also have a sample recording at the end of this video. I believe these are instructions, and then a 3M adhesive, a little else, cloth to clean up, and yeah. You have all these mounts here. I'm not sure exactly which one goes with what, but I think I could take a picture or you can check it out a little further. And I'm sure in the Amazon description, I'll have a link down below if you want to check this out. They'll tell you which one goes with what, but I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Got some more stuff here. A micro USB to recharge. Got some more stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a suction cup. Oh, and there's also this wall outlet won't work in America. So, yeah. And then we have something else here. Maybe this might be to put on your bike or something. I'm just guessing though. Okay, so after looking at all of these for a little bit, unfortunately there's no suction cup mount, so that would work for to use this as a dash cam, which you could, but I guess you have to buy it separately, so that's kind of disappointing. Alright, so after charging this for a bit, got to take it out of the case. All you really have to do here is just pull this latch down, lift it up, and then it comes off automatically. There is a Wi-Fi button, I believe, a power button on top here, so we can just press it once. It turns on, shows the blue indicator that it's on. A record button. On the front, I believe these are battery indicators so that it's fully charged. This also turns on when you're charging it, which is from the side here. When you use that micro USB, you can recharge it. Micro SD card slot, and I have one inside. The camera doesn't come with a micro SD card, just to clarify. And then a little HDMI port. And then on the other side, you have the batteries, which is a 1000 milliamp hour battery. It can last for up to 90 minutes, they say. The manual pamphlet said that it lasts 70 minutes at 1080p, so I believe it's going to be even less when it's at 4K. Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi button. I do want to apologize that my camera isn't so great at picking up screens, but I'll try my best here. So over here it shows you 4K 24 FPS, 2K at 30 frames, and then 1080p at 60 frames. That's actually pretty nice. And then 1080p at 30 frames if you want it. Then you can go at 720p 120 frames per second, so that's really good. And then you can go all the way to 60 or 30, and then you can go to VGA 240, P30, and whatnot. Loop recording is good for when you have this set up as a dash cam, usually. And then it's good for other things, time-lapse record, HDR mode, record audio. There's also slow motion here, so actually check that out. So you can do 720p at 120 frames per second or VGA at 240. Date stamp, motion detection, gyro RSC, image size, and then the rest of the stuff here. Quality, sharpness, anti-shaking, ISO, delete, protect, date, time, beep sound, language, hertz, TV mode, TV out, screensavers, car mode, field of view. Okay, so you can get up to 170 degree range for field of view. That's not bad actually. Fisheye adjust, aqua mode, Wi-Fi. There's all Wi-Fi options and plate number setting, format, and then it shows you the version. Alright, so I'm outside right now. There's really not much to see in my area because I live next to a highway exit. But yeah, we're at 1080p, 60 frames per second. It's probably going to be throttled down to 30 because I use Windows Movie Maker, and I usually keep my videos at 30 or 29.97, whatever the heck it is. I could change it to 60, but for some reason, whenever I go even higher, it tends to crash usually, so that's my problem. Is this thing even recording? Hope it is. Can't tell. Oh yeah, so the screen automatically turns off when you're, if you just leave it on like that. I guess it's to conserve battery life. performance. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be walking. Hope I don't look too weird. So yeah, this is a 2-inch screen. It's kind of viewable right now. Yeah, it's definitely viewable, but the sun's not fully out or anything. I think there's some clouds up there. So yeah. These people in their cars are probably wondering, what the heck is this kid doing? I remember someone was asking me about if there is an option to put on an external mic on this thing. I was having trouble finding it because I don't think there is one on here. I'm not sure if the mount has one. I might, because the seller actually told me, because I asked them a question on the listing if it has an external microphone option, and they said it did, but I guess it has to be the mount or something. At 720p slow motion, it's pretty bad actually, and this is the best it gets at slow motion. Even at 1080p 60 frames per second, it wasn't so great, but for the price, I guess it is acceptable. And the other thing is that this can get better, so you know, you can play it at 2560 by 1440p at 30 frames per second, or even go to 4K at 24 frames per second. So I'll make a video separately down below, unfiltered and unedited footage of that, and yeah, check the link down below in the description, and I'll give a final verdict over there.